Good evening here from Alumni Memorial Gym on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University. Here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, as we bring you Conference USA volleyball action between the MTSU Blue Raiders taking on the FIU Golden Panthers. Hi, my name is Jordan Cimini alongside my partner in crime, Jessica Watts, getting you set and ready for this conference matchup, and we'll bring you straight to the conference standings as we speak. MTSU and FIU down towards the pack.
Yes, both of these teams are better than their record shows. You know, MTSU is 2-10 and Florida International is 3-9. But both these teams have been faced with some adversity. MTSU especially, they've had some injuries towards the beginning and end of the season. And, you know, Conference USA is a tough volleyball conference. So, you know, it is hard, to get those wins against these really tough teams. But, tonight's going to be an interesting matchup with both of these teams trying to, finish strong in their seasons.
And then for the FIU Golden Panthers, we'll look to their player to watch. It'll be the very reliable Sydney Henderson.
Yes, Sydney Henderson is very reliable. She's fourth on the team in kills, and she does her job in the back row, and she does her job at the service line and has blocks. So she just, it does an all-around job. That's a very valuable player to have, someone that you can rely on, just to throw in the back row or, throw in the front row for someone who's struggling, because you know that she can do it for the team. You can put her any position and she'll do the job.
Amazing for a sophomore to be able to take on those tasks. And we'll go straight to the MTSU Blue Raiders player to watch. It'll be Michaela York.
Michaela York, I would have to say, is probably, the secret weapon to this team. She's left-handed, and that's a very tough person to defend who's left-handed hitting on the right side, because most of the time teams practice defending a right-handed hitter. So, she is very valuable with her, left hand. She swings hard, she puts the ball down, and I think, the offense, runs around her, so to speak, because, Taylor Hamill knows she'll put the ball down, so just keep setting her, and she only plays 3 rotations, but she does a great job in those 3 rotations.
The go there from the official, and we're underway. Hamill for the set for Maxim on the right side, and misplayed by Maxim. Didn't get the kind of contact she hoped for as FIU extends that unanswered run.
Yeah, it kind of looks like Josie's kind of struggling a little bit. That set looked perfect, to me from this angle. It looked like it was right where it needed to be, and she just kind of miscontacted it a little bit.
Hamill going for Paonia, and Dora Paonia gets MT on the board.
She is a former middle blocker, and they set Josie 4 times right there, and there was no blocker up. They were ready for Josie to get set. That's why Dora had a clear net to kill that ball.
And Brianna Tanksley gets the service ace as MTSU picking up a little steam as now the lead has been cut to 3. So Brianna Tanksley, the transfer Auburn, gets a service ace for the MTSU Blue Raiders. Need more of that. And an error there from Sydney Henderson, and MTSU starting to pick up a little bit more as they're only down by 2. As Brianna Tanksley, that is her, looks like it's going to be her 18th service ace of the season. Paonia on the left side, kept in on that block set. Going for the right side, tipped, and a point for FIU.
Block out of bounds right there. It went off the blocker's hands into the antenna, and like I've said before, the antenna is out of bounds, so that's where the point goes to FIU in that case.
And now it'll be Tasia Thompson. Thomas going to take that serve. Brianna Tanksley with the dig, and Mathis from the outside.
She also, like I said before, was an outside hitter and switched to middle blocker. So, when you switch positions like that, when you go back, it's just normal. And so that's where she had that great set from Taylor Hamill, reversed the flow, pushed it all the way outside for, Alyssa Mathis, and she just went up and killed it right there.
And it'll be Hamill getting set there from the right side. Taylor Hamill with 30 service aces this season. She's second on the team. And Mathis down the middle pokes that one home, and another point for the Blue Raiders.
Way to take advantage of the overfed ball from FIU and just, tapped it over where no one was, and great play by Alyssa Mathis.
Hamill once again. Henderson going across. Tough play there on the outside, and Michaela York. York has now tied this one up as MTSU. Very timely timeout there by Chuck Crawford has definitely got MTSU on the right cylinders.
Exactly. Michaela York just went up strong and powered through the block right there.
And now it'll be Hamill from that right side. Kept in by Henderson. The setup for Henderson with a soft touch. Peonia playing it back and going to have to take that one from a tough angle. And going for the left side. And 2 digs. And it's not going to be enough. As, boy, gosh, what a relentless effort there by MTSU to at least keep that in play.
Absolutely. You know, they don't give up on any ball, especially, you know, Bree Tanksley. She's always, even if the ball is like, you know, hitting the wall, she's always diving for it, and it really paid off right there.
And now it'll be Cimini Henderson, the sophomore from Chicago, Illinois. Set up for Makila York and kept in by Mathis. They're right at the last second. Peonia, and Peonia knocks Till down as that's another point for MT.
That was really impressive. You know, Taylor Hamill was all the way on the other side of the court, opposite where the setter normally is, and for Dora to go up there and attack it like normal, that was really great.
And now the service ace here for the Blue Raiders. Kept in by Sheila Rojas. Going for Mason on the left side, and Bailey Mason puts MTSU on the board.
Yeah, Bailey Mason has really impressed me, you know, this season. She's filled in for Reagan Coughlin, and those are some really big shoes to fill. And, you know, right there, you know, she just went up calm and attacked it and got the kill.
Peonia kept in by Henderson. And the center dump, a sneaky play there by Sasha Gregoreva. Good evening here from Dean A. Hayes Track and Soccer Stadium here on the campus of Middle Tennessee State University in Murfreesboro, Tennessee on a rare Thursday night for some Conference USA soccer action between the Louisiana Tech Lady Texters and the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders. Hi, my name is Jordan Cimini alongside my partner in crime, Clay Trainum, and it's looking at the Conference USA standings coming up here. MTSU and Louisiana Tech finding themselves right in the middle of the pack.
Yeah, a hugely important game here down the stretch of the conference season. Both teams looking to get into that playoff picture in Conference USA. They're there right now and going to try and create some space. Middle Tennessee not projected high up in the standings before the season started, now looking to get into that. Meanwhile, Louisiana Tech trying to make a 4th consecutive conference tournament.
And now we'll go to the all-time series between MTSU and Louisiana Tech, and La Tech on top, 2-1-1.
Yeah, that last game in Ruston last year, Haley Lack, not a regular scorer for the Lady Texters, scores once from the penalty spot and another off a deflection, goal on either side of the half, and Middle Tennessee dropped that game 2-1.
And now to our players to watch for Louisiana Tech, it's going to be Jenna Dages.
Jenna Day just one half of the scoring combo at the front of the attack. She's got 8 goals and 2 assists this season. She will be a focal point, especially with the absence of Mylene Wawale, who also had 8 goals coming into the night, but she will be sitting out. So Day just definitely the one to watch at the front of the attack.
And then for the MTSU Blue Raiders, it will be Taylor Hatch.
And Hatch, a player who was out of the starting lineup for a good chunk of the season, comes back in it and scored the last 2 games. The Blue Raiders have seen a lot of goals from Peyton DePriest this year. They're looking for that second scorer, and maybe Hatch may be the answer. And trying to play it with her feet, couldn't get down on it, and Cartelli just couldn't play her feet quite right, and then you can't do that with a player like Peyton DePriest. She's not going to miss whenever you give her those types of opportunities. So an early goal for the Blue Raiders.
As Peyton DePriest taking advantage of that broken play there. As Peyton DePriest adding her 11th goal of the season, is only 1 behind the leader in Conference USA. So Peyton DePriest just adding on to such an impressive freshman phenom season that she's had.
Yeah, so she's scored or assisted in all but 3 games this year, which tells you all you need to know about her importance to this offense. And really an incredible freshman season, and still going.
And the assist will go to Amber Hoot, pretty much starting up the broken play there. Would you give that? Do you think that she deserves the goal and the assist? If that's possible?
Yeah, it was just kind of a broken play at the back, and you know, she took advantage of it. That's the reason you try. When you have girls as quick and talented as DePriest, sometimes it's good just to huff it long and see what happens, because she can run on it. And the second that there's a mistake, and there was really a couple mistakes there by Carlotta Cartelli, and DePriest took advantage of both of them. First, she is able to get to the ball after that sort of way it was let to bounce, and then able to get past her and get the easy goal on the open net.
Played back here for Millington. And Millington trying to keep that onside and just couldn't quite get a handle on it. It'll be a throw in there for the Blue Raiders.
Yeah, and if you're the Blue Raiders, you want to keep this going. You know that Louisiana Tech can score, so you want to try and keep the pressure on the Lady Techsters and try and see if you can maybe demoralize them a little bit. That might be your plan right now, is try and see if you can beat them deep a few more times and offside on that particular play. But you know they only need a little bit of a crack to score because they've done it all season.
As Clay brought up there, offsides on Sam DeBean. Cartelli will take the free kick here outside the box for the Lady Techsters.
Lady Techsters have only been shut out twice this whole season. One of those was at Rice, who obviously leads Conference USA in the standings. The other one was against an SEC opponent in Mississippi State. So they're a team that you got to expect is going to have some chances going forward as this game continues on.
As now Sam DeBean there through the middle. Getting pressure there from that La Tech defense. Plays it back there for Cook, gets intercepted by number 10, Jenna Dejas, our player to watch for the Louisiana Lady Techsters. Dejas down the field, retrieves the pass, gets pressured there from Carrie Cook, and that's a foul against Carrie Cook. It'll be another free kick here for the Lady Techsters.
Yeah, it wasn't the heaviest foul in the world, but you still have to, it's 1-on-4 in that situation. Kind of needless to set up a potential goal scoring opportunity here for the Lady Techsters with a foul in that area of the field.
And just some notes here. It's interesting. The Louisiana Tech is ranked second in Conference USA with fouls with 152. So at times, especially if this was to stay a 1-0 score, you might see them get a little bit chippy towards the remaining part of this game. And right off the bar and in, Namvua Kwale banks it in, and it's a tied game, 1-1.